Hey, Coach Abel here with Coach Weiss of the Able Body Experts, and we're giving you an in-the-classroom look at program design. And it's basic because unless you're at a workshop of mine that takes hours and hours, you know, we're trying to give you some value here and show you what's involved in program design. So part one, we talked about purpose, theme, and goal, structure, context, periodization, yes or no, and we chose reciprocal periodization, which then leads to what kind of tactics are we going to employ to get that. We decided on descending sets and a 5 sets of 5 emphasis, and organized it into separating upper-lower, which Coach chose in the structure, to day 1 and day 2, going push-pull and emphasizing horizontal-vertical on day 1, vertical knee-dominant versus hip-dominant on day 2. Coach, you want to add something before we continue?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, most people when they are designing programs, they're in such a rush to jump to the exercises and pick their exercises, so they take their exercises and then they try and build a program around that. All of these decisions that we've made along the way, this is our map to get to our exercises. The exercises themselves are actually a very small part of it.
And we haven't chosen them yet.
No, we haven't chosen them yet, and we've already been blathering on here for a while. So, but all of these decisions are so important to the effectiveness of the actual program. The exercises are relatively arbitrary. Like you can take several different exercises and match those to the person and so on and so on.
Within our rules.
Within the rules, as long as you've made your decisions all along here, at the end the exercises are easy to pick.
All right, so let's continue on our program design. All right, format. All right, this is part 3. So we've decided on reciprocal periodization schedule with a 5 sets of 5 goal with the tactic of descending sets. Now, descending sets, what that means is we are going to warm up over the course of whatever it takes, 3 to 4 sets, and we're going to peak at 1 set of 5 reps, maxing out 5 hard repetitions. And then from there, we're going to descend our rep schemes. And it doesn't really matter to what. We can go...
Yeah, it's pretty arbitrary.
As long as it's not 5.
Yeah, we could go 6, 8, 10, 12. We could go...
Let's go 8,
10,
12,
15.
15.
Even 20 you could go, whatever,
or
right?
2 sets of 15, doesn't matter, 20. All right, so that's 5 sets.
These numbers are
1,
really...
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, these numbers are really arbitrary as long as they're...
All out.
Yeah, they're not. You're going to failure with them, and they're not 5.
And they're not 5.
On the first week.
Our peak goal on week 1 in the descending sets is 1 set of 5. All right? And from there, what are we going to tell them, Coach? Because we're in a reciprocal, we want this reciprocal pattern that matches the descending sets. So here we are week 1 with 1 set of 5. What about week 2, Coach?
Week 2, you do your warm-up sets, and at the peak, your 2 sets of 5.
So now week 2, 2 sets of 5. Week 3?
3 sets of 5.
3 sets of 5. Week 4?
4 sets, and then obviously 5 sets of 5 is the peak that you're
on the
building
5th week. You're actually reaching the theme, purpose, structure of the program in the 5th week, doing 5 sets of 5. All right. Up until then, you're using a descending set pattern. After your sets of 5, you're increasing the reps, but still going all out. All right. So that's the tactical implementation of the descending set phase. Now we need to actually choose our exercises
after all this.
Yeah. So we've decided 5 working sets for each exercise, and in terms of time and volume, we decided on basically 3 exercises per. Okay. So, Coach, day 1, you choose an exercise. I'll choose an exercise for upper body.
Okay. Well, let's go with everyone's favorite, bench press.
All right, you're going to go with bench press, and I'm going to go with high incline dumbbell press. All right? And that's our push. So we're going to match that with a pull.
Let's do bent over rows.
You're going to do bent rows, my favorite. And I'm going to say T-bar rows. All right? Again, working 1 set of 5, and then maybe a 12, a 15, a 20, to doing 5 all-out sets. And then we're going to do what? Overhead push press?
Yeah, let's do an overhead push press.
Overhead push press for our 3rd exercise. So now we've got 15 working sets. All right? 1 set of 5, set of 8, set of 12, going up our descending set pattern, which is also matching our reciprocal periodization pattern. All right? Now, day 2, we need to choose our exercises. They're pretty obvious, Coach. Our first one is going to be any version of?
Any version of a squat, basically.
Any version of a squat to be knee dominant.
Yeah.
All right, so whatever that may be, emphasizing various vertical planes and angles. And our second exercise is going to be
some sort of a version of a deadlift.
Hip dominant.
Some sort of hip dominant movement.
Any kind of version of a deadlift. So we're going to go 1-2 deadlift. Now we need a third exercise, and the reason I like this program design, Coach, where you've gone with it, is the options for the third exercise, as long as they're hip and knee oriented.
Yeah.
Gives us a ton of options. Name 1 or 2.
You can do a power clean if you wanted to.
Power clean. I'm going to say a one-arm snatch.
Yeah.
Another one?
We could even do, let's say, a sumo deadlift. Or,
sumo deadlift. I'm going to say
a kettlebell swing. Or
kettlebell swing. I'm going to say a vertical chopper.
Yeah.
Okay. One-arm high pulls.
Yeah, there's lots and lots of options.
Okay. Hip and knee dominant is our emphasis. 5 working sets. All right. So we just named exercises, but exercise options, not limited to just bench press or deadlift. So I'm going to show you why that's important in our next segment.